going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Today's video is actually a little bit different than my typical soap review videos, so this has been highly requested. This is less of a rankings video and more of a which countries I want to travel to in which order. What you can do in the comments down below is let me know if you are an international subscriber. You know, if you're not based in the US, let me know what country you are watching this from. I want to hear it. It's pretty cool. I know I have actually a good amount of international subscribers and listeners, considering, you know, the size of the channel isn't that huge, but I know I do have some variety on here, so let me know where you're listening from. Number two, if you've been to a few different countries, you can let me know in the comments which one was your favorite that you visited. And then number three, if one of the countries that I list is a country that you've been to, let me know some travel tips you have in the comments as well. So, I'm going to start this video by saying that I have, even though I've had a passport for a little while, I've only actually been to one other country, and it's kind of a stretch because it's Canada, and Canada is just a few-hour drive from New York, so it's not really much of a trip. I will say something that will probably annoy some people, but that's okay. That's what I like to do here. Between Quebec and Ontario, you know, between Montreal and Toronto, I prefer the Ontario-Toronto side. Also, if you are in Canada, feel free to, you know, put in, like, more specifically, if you're from one of the 10 provinces or one of the 3 territories. I doubt I have anyone from one of the 3 territories, but that'd be pretty cool. So put that in the comments down below. Anyway, starting off with number 10. Number 10 is really more of a vacation destination. It's a little bit less of a place you're gonna spend time, you know, exploring, but number 10 is Bora Bora, and it's just so tropical. Anyway, moving on to number 9, is actually Germany. Germany actually seems like a pretty cool country to visit. A lot of cool scenery. They have a few different cool castles, which I will not try to pronounce because I will get it wrong, but not a bad country to visit. I know a few people that have also been there and they loved it. So Germany makes its way on to number 9 on the list. Number 8, we have Norway. It's another country that has, you know, a large coastline. I do love countries with a lot of coastline, a lot of ocean access. I love to try a lot of different, you know, Nordic meals and stuff like that. Number 7 is going to be Portugal. Portugal just seems like a great country to visit. A lot of great food there as well. And a lot of this is going to be food driven because I do love food. That's going to be one of my, you know, driving factors when I pick these countries out. Number 6 is Japan. Japan, well, you have Tokyo, right? So who wouldn't want to visit a city of that size? Something I would definitely want to spend some time exploring. Again, a lot of great food there as well, and a lot of very clean cities, which would be nice to travel through. Number 5 would have to be Scotland. Scotland, and then that's going to also lead me to my number 4, which will be Ireland. Now, I know we have, again, 2 different countries, I understand that, but both of them have somewhat similar topography, I guess you could say. Well, Ireland, you have these very green islands, and in Scotland, you also have some really cool forests, very just mystical, magical looking. You have the different lochs in Scotland, and just different castles in Ireland. So many different things that you have in both of those countries. Number 3 on my list, definitely one of the more scenic countries, would be Iceland. Iceland has those black volcanic sand beaches, seaside cliffs, oceanside cliffs, just a very scenic country. And of course, you have even a possibility of seeing the Northern Lights there. Definitely on the top of my bucket list. Moving on to number 2, again, one of the most scenic countries out there, in New Zealand. How can you not love New Zealand? Talk about scenery. And they also don't have any They don't have any, like, deadly animals or bugs, I believe. Much unlike Australia. So what a great country to visit that would be. Again, between the ocean and the beaches, and you have, like, just crazy mountains. They have it all, really, in New Zealand. So who would not want to travel there? I don't know. And then number 1 on my list, and this is really interchangeable. You could swap this out with New Zealand. You could swap this out with Iceland. But number 1 is Italy. There's nothing I love more than Italian food. Between carbonara with the guanciale and the pecorino romano, and just all the different Italian dishes are so good. You have so many great seaside areas. You have a few different areas that do have some of those mountain ranges and just amazing scenery and some of the best food in the entire world. So I think that would have to be my number one, is Italy. So let me know what you guys want to visit in the comments, or where you want to visit in the comments, and where you've already been, where you're listening from, and we'll see you next time.